Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Toastmasters for Professionals. My name is Catherine, and I am glad to be introducing this special meeting today. It is an unusual meeting, and that is how it is at Toastmasters for Professionals. We always have something really unique. So this meeting is going to be very different, and I would like to welcome you, our guests, Ricky Saw, Oscar Delgado, Arvin Pereno, Lisa Thompson. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming to meet with us. And for our members, Swati, Memo, or Guillermo, and Mary Thomas, thank you for taking the plunge and meeting. Clifton Myers, you are most welcome to our meeting. So this meeting is going to be different, but I would like to remind us, as your president, it is almost time for us to start renewing our dues. And I'm going to ask you, if you are a member, please consider making sure that you're in good standing for the next month of March. Early payments give us less stress. But also, if you are new and you're visiting our club and you're visiting often and you feel like, well, this feels like home, welcome home, just sign up, contact any one of us, Willamo or Mary or myself, and we can help you to get into the club and start on your journey to grow up. So today, our meeting is titled Table Topics Challenge. I hope you are ready. Each one of us in this room will be given a chance to talk. And we have 3 table topics masters, myself, Willamo James, and Dr. Mary Thomas. We will be taking on you, and I want you to kind of just open up your mind, be ready for the challenge ahead of you. Howard Guyen, Rosemary Sweeney, it's good to see you. Welcome. Subhadra, you're welcome. So if you are ready, I am getting ready to invite our timer who will explain his role. Guillermo James, please take to the podium.
There is a little change in the role, so Swati is playing the timer today. Catherine, I don't hear you.
Swati, I
Yes.
apologize. Swati, please take to the podium and let us know what your role will be today.
Thank you, President Catherine. Good morning and good evening, everybody who have joined today. As timer, I'll be timing the table topic speakers and also the evaluation today. I'll also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times. Uh, Table topic speaker should limit their remarks with no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. Evaluator, the table topic evaluator, you have 8 minutes at max. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the green card. 7, I'll raise the yellow card. And 8 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our timer, Swati. Toastmasters and guests, get ready, get ready, get ready. Can I hear drum rolls? Can I hear the drum rolls? Can I hear the drum rolls? Dun, dun, dun. Thank you. I'm going to call upon any one of you to give your first table topics. Subhadra, is your camera on? Subhadra, are you there? Okay, let me go to Rosemary. Are you there? Clifton, are you there?
I am there, but I can't turn on my camera at the moment.
Okay, I will start with Lisa Thompson. Lisa Thompson, today is your birthday. Lisa Thompson, today is your birthday. Tell us what you would say to yourself after attaining the ripe age of 90. After attaining the right age of 90.
Happy birthday to me! Yay! I made it!
I'm so happy and proud of myself for making it. Good evening, guests and members. Thank you for this fabulous question. So, life can be very challenging. And how many of you have suffered all kinds of challenges with your relationships, your health, your children, the struggles of everyday life? And yet, turning 90, like my parents did, is such a blessing. So, through all of these struggles, all of the challenges, all of the times that I felt like I wanted to give up, I'm still here. So, happy birthday to me. For some reason, I always felt like my time in life was up and that time was very short. If I had known at 30 and 60 that I was going to make it for 90, I think I would have planned differently. I would have gotten that doctorate. I would have gotten the second DTM. I would have adopted more animals and more children. And I would have planned to live a very long life instead of always feeling like there was an axe hanging over my head. So I encourage all of you friends to see your life as long and to live every day to the fullest and make decisions not for the yesterday, not for the end of today, but decisions that will last you a lifetime. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lisa, for that life mastermind. I really call it a life mastermind. It has given us perspective. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I would like to give a chance to Arvin. Are you there? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Would you like to take on this one? This is a tough one.
Pass it to the other member because that is tough. I prefer
Well,
the easy. No,
it is a
I'm just kidding.
challenge. It is a
You
challenge.
scared
We'll
me.
wait for you.
You scared me. You said
Okay,
it's a tough one.
it is a tough one, Arvin. But I want you to give it a thought. I want you to give it your biggest shot.
Okay, I will try my best.
Give us a eulogy of Arvin in 2 minutes. Give us a eulogy of Arvin in 2 minutes.
Hello, Toastmasters. Our distinguished guests. Today, we gather to give eulogy to our dear friend, Arvin, whom we know had made or lived a big footprint in the world before he exit. We know how many people that he was able to touch, help, improve themselves. Arvin was a soul who didn't mind exerting effort, using all his resources to help each and every one of us. He introduced us to Toastmasters to help us develop ourselves. For us, it's just a drop of water that created a big ripple that affects our lives in a positive way. What we are today is because of the contribution of Arvin, for his being unselfish, sharing his experience in Toastmasters. And now we were able to face the challenges that we are experiencing in this world. That confidence that we develop on ourselves is something that we got out of being an active member of Toastmasters. And we are now creating this ripple to reach every generation, to prepare them to become leaders in whatever level. And this had made our world a better place to live in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arvin. I feel like I know you better now.
Oh, thank
I
you.
hope everything you said was true about Arvin. Thank you so much.
It's messed
Thank you
up.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'd like to give
Welcome.
Claire, are you there? Can I see you on your camera? Claire, are you there? Thank you.
Hi, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning. Claire, this is your question. Your daughter wants to marry a boy that you do not approve of. She has already bought the ring, the dress, and has paid the monies for the function. You are her mother. You would like to tell her not to go ahead. Claire, Nagudayo.
Before I spoke, Mom, I'm sorry. This is my first time joining this session, and I don't know what to do.
Thank you.
I just
Thank you,
want to be
Claire, for
honest.
being very open. I would like to inform, are you willing to take the plunge and, talk about it? So Claire, this is what is happening. We're having table topics. Table topics is a chance for us to speak off the cuff. You are given a topic, and then you talk about it in 1 to 2 minutes. While you speak about your topic, there will be a timer who will flash the green card to alert you that now you have finished 1 minute. When the timer flashes the yellow card, you should be beginning to conclude. When the timer flashes the red card, you should finish your speech. So that is why I gave you the topic that says, Claire, your daughter is getting married. She has bought the ring, the dress, and paid for the function, but you do not approve of the boy that she wants to marry. How would you present your speech or your point to your daughter? Claire, I think you can do this. Start.
Good morning, guests and visitors. I want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you who attended this wedding. First of all, this is my chance to thank my future son-in-law. Even though at the first start of our relationship, everything happens not in a romantic way. Everything seems a rock bottom for you when you start entering in our family. But thank you for enduring everything for my daughter. And I hope our relationship will not hinder your love. And you will give your best to my daughter. Thank you for everyone for being patient with me, and I wish you a very, very happy wedding. Thank you.
You're muted. Muted. Catherine, you're muted.
Thank you. Toastmasters, do you feel the lifting? I feel like I'm so inspired by the speeches coming through. Thank you so much, Claire. Timer, do I still have more time for more speeches? My time is 20 minutes, and I've done 3 speakers so far.
You could
Do I still have
do
time?
You
Sorry?
could still go with one, Catherine.
I could. Thank you so much. Okay. Oscar, I would like to give you a topic. Are you ready? Oscar, are you there? Clifton Myers, are you ready for a topic?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Oscar. Can I give you your topic now?
Yes, you can give me.
Good. Oscar, you have been given a venture to invest in a country that you've never been to. Oscar, you have to convince your partners that it is going to be very difficult for you to take this venture in a country you have never been to. In 1 to 2 minutes, let us know how you'd go about this, Oscar.
Wow. So that one is a very complicated question, but let me try to say something. You know, there are many things that you can find in a country. There are many things that you can get, and maybe you can go and visit some different place. It's best in anything that you want to see during the visit of the place that you are there. I don't know exactly what to say additional. So I think it's a very complicated question for me to answer. So sorry for that thing.
Oscar, thank you so much. You made such a wonderful progress in your start, and I appreciate that. Is there any other person who would like to take on Oscar's question? Dr. Mary Villamore?
Absolutely, I can take on the question.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So
Would you like me to repeat the question?
I believe the question was how would I convince my business partners of moving to a different country even though it has difficulties? Okay. You know, I thought about the question. I don't often get the chance to think about questions before I answer them in table topics. So this really seems like an unconventional question for me, since usually when you want to move to a new country and you have partners, you want to convince them that it's going to be easy, so they say yes. But if for some reason I want to convince them that it's difficult, then I can bring up things like the language barrier. If you don't understand text and ads and business calls and everyday life, it really puts a big barrier in front of you and a possible successful business venture. Another thing is the cultural aspect of it. I remember when we came to the US, my dad joined the company with a lot of Indian people, and coming from Mexico, we had never seen we had never interacted with so many Indian people. And when he gave a meeting, they moved their heads, you know, and he thought, what is going on? I don't know if they like this or they don't, because we had never seen this. And so if you want to convince your partners that going on a business venture on a difficult country, on a foreign country is difficult, bring up the language barrier and the culture barrier. Thank you, Catherine, for the question.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Memo, for that. I don't see hand claps apart from Mohini. Toastmasters and guests, when everybody speaks, give them, let's celebrate them, let's thank them. That was awesome. I learned a lot from your capacity to think over the question, but also your responses were amazing. Rama, Krishna, Shodra Prabhu, can you listen? Can you take a table topic?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay, just listen
Can
to your
talk to Rama.
question, Rama.
Yep.
Listen to your question, Rama. Rama, you have been asked to step down from your role. It is unfair. You want to engage labor and lawyers, but you have served this company for 30 years. What will you do?
A very difficult and unfortunate situation. I definitely talk to the people who are involved or engaged about the reason behind the decision, why such a hard decision is being taken, that too after serving for 30 long years for the company. That is 30 years means almost half of the life. That is a really fruitful life besides the childhood and the old age. I do understand how the world is leading towards an economy where most of such things happen. But when it comes to yourself, or when it comes to our doorstep, we start feeling the pain, and we wanted to know the reason why such things happen. On the other hand, I definitely start thinking about the other opportunities waiting for me, or where I can untap my hidden talents. That's a different story. But to start with, I need to know the reason. I'll talk to the people who made the decision. If it is made for the benefit of the organization for which I've been serving for the last 3 decades, that's fine. But if it is unfair with some hidden agenda that the decision was taken, definitely I would like to involve all the authorities up to the legal things. I would go there and fight for justice to know the reason. And definitely I'll try to prove that I was the best fit for the position. And I'll make sure that the people who made this decision in an unfair manner with some hidden agenda, I'll bring it to their higher authorities, bring to the notice of their authorities, and make sure that the right things happen. And also I'll let them know that this should not become a precedence where an injustice is happening for the future. In the future also, such scenarios or instances should not happen, which would really harm the organization as well as a whole. Thank you for the hard question.
Thank you so much, Rama. Thank you so much, Rama. That was amazing. I learned a lot from your response, Rama.
Thanks for the
I hope
opportunity.
that we're going to be thinking about this, because we are moving to the next stages of our professions where we have to be talking those, those tough conversations. Mohini, this is my last question now. Mohini, will you be my last guest?
Catherine, we're out of time.
Okay, thank you so much. Mohini, you should be the next person speaking. I will hand over to the next table topics master. Thank you so much, Swati. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Hello, everyone. I am your next table topics master, and trust me, my topics are not easy. So be prepared. What I'm going to do is I'm supposed to introduce this table topics challenge. What we're trying to do here today is we're having 3 segments. Our president, Catherine, has completed the first segment. Mine will be the second, and the third will be Guillermo. Now, what we're trying to do here is to make sure that everyone listens actively and answers the questions, especially mine. They are not direct. What you see is not what you're going to answer. All right? Timer, please make sure I finish in 20 minutes because I can get easily carried away. That's me. A Toastmasters is in my DNA, and I'll just keep blabbering, as I always say. So let's start with the first one. But before I start, I saw a message here from Arvin. Arvin, we got a very good topic. can you please share that topic and choose someone from within us to answer your interesting topic? Arvin, stage is yours.
Arvin, you're
Arvin?
muted.
Yeah.
Say something
Am I
to your partner
audible?
that will not agree with. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Actually, I was referring to the question raised by TM Catherine regarding how would you convince your partner that it's not advisable to go to another country which is against her will, because it's normal for husband to please his partner and say always yes, but this time you will be saying something against her wishes, so it's gonna be tough. That was the question that I was trying to point out here.
Would anyone like to take that challenge? How are you going to speak to your partner on something you absolutely do not agree? You don't want to end up in the kennel, right? In the doghouse. You want to sleep in the same bed. So,
Yeah.
how are you going to handle this? Anyone wants to take this question? You still want to be staying at home? Rosemary, I know you can come up with something. Or Mohini, you want to say something? Yes, please. So you're going to tell your husband that something that he's absolutely not going to agree, right? Right, Arvin? Are we on the right track? Okay, great. Mohini, it's yours.
Okay, 10 years back, if my husband had told me that, I would have nodded my head, very despondent, very angry, very unhappy about the decision that he has taken, and I'm definitely not willing to go to that place or do something that I'm not interested in. Uh, about family circumstances, it is not the right thing, but did not have the courage to say anything. Like some of us wives are so dependent on the husbands. We are so scared. And my husband was a very angry person. So the only thing I knew was to nod my head. Today, after Toastmasters, it is definitely no. I know what my goals are. I know to stand up straight, put my chin up, shoulders back, and stomach in, and stand up and tell him, yes, but I will tell him in a nice way. I say, yes, exactly. I agree with all that you are saying. I know how to put the good things first, make him feel good about it. And then I tell him, unfortunately, all that you said is so splendid. It's surprising that only you can think of all these things. You're such an amazing person. And then I'm going to tell him, unfortunately, it doesn't fit into our plans. Our children are doing this and that, and we have other things to do which are more important. Why don't you think about it? That's the only way to go about it with an angry man. There are no saying, I cannot say there are two paths. I'm not taking this path with you. We have to go this way. And that will, I know where it will lead. It will lead to a big, big argument with no goal in mind, and then frustration and anger and tears. Honestly, at this age, I wouldn't want to go into all that. No more tears, no more frustration. So I think that I will handle it this way. Make him feel good about the situation, praise him and say all the nice things that make him feel good, and then slowly point out where we are not on the right track, and maybe we can think about again. Probably he would say yes. It is still probably, we never know. But then I think that's what I would try to do to convince him. Over to you, Topics Master.
Brilliant. And you know what? That is the power of Toastmasters. Back in 1995, I attended the Chicago Convention, and there was the district speaker who was coming on for the district, and she said how Toastmasters saved her marriage. And I'm sure among the hundreds and thousands of people who are members of Toastmasters, I'm very sure Toastmasters have saved their marriages. Thank you, Mohini. That was a brilliant take on that topic. And you know what? We need to use the evaluation method. Sandwich the points so that you win in the end. Yay! Bravo for empowered women. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next, let's go to my topic. Anybody else has an interesting, tough topic? Come on, let's go for it. Noor, I'm sure you have. Anyone else has an interesting, tough topic? Lisa, I'm sure you have as well. Noor or Lisa? Silent observers.
So
Okay.
I did a wonderful table topics earlier today. It was a demo meeting for NYCHA. And NYCHA was in the news today, New York City Housing Authority. And there were 70 people arrested in the building while we were there for corruption of 1/3 of their buildings. So my question to all of you, let me put my camera on. My question to all of you, if you were doing a demo meeting in a building and you knew during your meeting that 70 out of their 1,000 members, employees, were being arrested as you were having a demo meeting in their building in order to form a new Toastmasters club, would you, as someone in that room, bring up that this was going on in the news during the time of the meeting? I'll ask that question to you, Dr. Mary.
To me, okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that question, Lisa. Now, if I'm stuck in a situation like that, as I said just now, Toastmasters is in my DNA. I would still continue. I would take this as an opportunity to raise the vibes in the room for a bit, because everyone is in a very anxious state. I think anxious is an understatement. I mean, think about it. They are being arrested for perhaps something they did not even do, as you know how arrests work, how the legal system works. And there we have a crunch where people do not know what to do, people do not know what to say, they do not know how to handle that sudden influx or that sudden impact on them. I think and I feel it is a role of us Toastmasters to come to that moment and get these people to calm down in the way that we have been taught how to do it. Toastmasters have that edge. We have that edge to put ourselves out there and bring and rein in people. Look at us today. We are 16 of us. We were able to bring 16 people in different time zones to join us, to rein in and share ideas, to think, to talk, to listen, to be inspired, to be motivated. Think about that. Noor is coming to us from Kuwait at 5 in the morning. Now, how does that happen? That is the power of Toastmasters. The power of Toastmasters, I repeat. Back to you, Lisa.
Thank you so much for that great answer, Dr. Mary. That was fabulous. And we didn't mention it once. No one in the room mentioned that this was happening. And in fact, I wasn't aware of it until after the meeting. So I think raising the vibration in a situation like that through the power of Toastmasters is a fabulous answer. I rest my mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for chipping in. Anyone else wants to chip in before I start my Toastmasters, my table topics? Anybody else? Just come in, no problem. Mohini, would you like to?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Please.
you have a question. Yes, please throw your question.
I'm sorry. I was listening. My net was not good. I didn't hear the question. Can you please repeat the question?
Oh,
I
you
had
want to
throw a
answer?
question.
You want to answer the question? Is that what it is?
No, no. Please repeat what you said. I'm supposed to give a question, is it?
Right. If you have any, a tough question. Someone else raised it. Sorry. All right, Mohini, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you have come to the end of the rope. You have come to the end of the rope. Would you just hang on?
Who would you like to have it answered?
Unfortunately, I'm not on gallery mode. I'm using my mobile. I'm outstation. So maybe you could pick someone or someone can volunteer.
All right. All right. Catherine, would you like to take that question? Catherine?
Apologies, I had gone to the bathroom quickly. What is
Mohini,
the
the
question?
question, please. Yeah, question.
Yes, you have come to the end of the rope. Would you just hang on strongly?
I have come to the end of the rope. I'm exhausted. I'm dealing with my children who are autistic. I have an unsupportive husband. My family isn't aware of what I've been going through. I can't get myself out of this rut. I have left my job because I have been dysfunctional. I don't know where I'm going to start with child care and child support. My health report was not exciting at all. It is exhausting just to get up in the morning. I don't know how else. But when I see the smile on my children's face, maybe just one more day. Maybe just one more day. One can speak, one might not speak. When I see the smile, I just have to get up. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna find help. I'm gonna say something to somebody. I'm gonna find an association that can support. There surely should be someone out there. I cannot let go. There is hope. I've got to rise up. I've got to take it. These little smiles, look up to me. I cannot give up now. I've got to make it work. Back to you, Table Topics.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Mohini, for the question. Marutesh, you raised your hand. Do you have a question? Or do you want to answer?
Yeah, I have a question. Someone will ask about in one word in table topic, like define trust in your own word.
All right.
Such
Define
type of
trust.
question, how you want to answer?
I'm sorry, define trust in one word.
Yes. Define trust in your own word.
All right, anyone? Any takers? Oscar, do you want to try? Mohini, you want to try?
Maybe.
Oscar, yes,
define
Oscar is
trust.
trying. Oscar, you want to try? You came on cam.
Yeah, what is the question, sorry?
Define trust. One word question, trust. Define it.
Trust. That one is a very important word, you know. So I think trust is to say everything in the proper way. When you talk with anybody or when you want to say something, you need to be confident when you with your words and try to say everything truly and be confident with that. I think that one is a trust for me, is the meaning for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar, for taking a shot on that question. All right, now for the next topic, anybody else who wants to throw in a topic before I start my topics? Anyone?
May I throw a two-word topic?
Sure, go ahead.
Or it's three-word. Okay, my question is life complicated? Question is life complicated?
Who wants to try?
Yeah, I will go.
Marutesh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely disagree that life is complicated. because life is how we take, we will get the result. Hence, life is complicated, except we can tell life is challenge, that in life we will get different type of situation, and we should face that fear of challenges, then only we can come up in our life. If you see the lifespan, in some age we will feel some have difficulty in student life, we should do hard work, we should come up. In next, in our profession life, we should earn money, we should have good good future plan. In old age, we should have some future money that we want to survive till our death. These are the lifespans that we should plan. Even I also, now I am completed my education now in our job sector. Hence, I am focusing on to growth in myself, to plan for future, how to save money. This type of thing, when we didn't done, it will be complicated. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maritesh. I'm going to take a spin on this question. Life is complicated. What I want to do is I need one speaker who's going to do reverse on this topic. Who wants to give a shot on this one? Meaning, when you start, you actually give the pros, or you agree that life is complicated. When I ask you to change, you take it and say that life is not complicated. You get my point? I think those who are familiar with my club would know. Ramakrishna, would you want to try
Is this
this?
sort of debate?
Sure.
I'm sorry?
Opinion? Is this
You want to
sort of
try,
debate?
Arvind?
Is this sort of debate?
No. It's not a debate. Or maybe you can say you're self-debating.
Yeah,
Who would like to
contradicting
try
myself.
this? I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
because that was my question. Is it okay if I can take it?
Sure. So when I tell you to change, you go totally opposite, okay? All right,
When
start.
do I switch? When do I switch? You'll interrupt,
Start.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your question is, life is complicated.
To start with, I'll go against. Who said life is complicated? We are just a living being, just like any animals, birds, or several types of living creatures, including plants. Do they really think that the life is complicated? They just move on with their surroundings. They adjust. They, from the seed, they sprout, or from the babies, they grow up. They earn their own food. They fight with other creatures. Sometimes they may fall prey, but they fight till the last.
Change.
At times, it look complicated. You will feel like you are at the end of the rope. You do not know whether to still hang on to it or to leave it. The decision making is really tough. Many times we make certain decisions at certain point of time, but in the future, it might turn good or it might turn bad. There are several opportunities. At the same time, if you think that opportunity that you have grabbed is not right, you feel that life is complicated. But if you think that whatever is happening is for your own good, the life is so simple so that you can enjoy every moment of it. So I would like to say life is really easy. It is us who make it complicated.
Change.
But it is not always the same. There will be situations where you really feel disgusted, dejected, demotivated, depressed due to the situation. You never know what to do. Just like our friend said, you think of giving up on everything. You think of you don't have nobody to talk. You think that you're alone. You think that you are in complete darkness. At times, You do not see a ray of hope on how to move on. Things keep happening. At the same time, it might be happening to so many other things, so many other people as well. I'm waiting for the switch.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. This
Thank
is
you
a
so much.
challenging question because you got to change on the spot to exactly opposite to what you're saying. Thank you for that, Maritesh. All right.
Thank you so
Now
much.
I have to come to my questions that I have set up.
Mary,
And
your 20 minutes is up.
okay. All right then. GJ, please carry on.
Hello, everyone. I am your final table topics master of the day. And I remind everyone that everyone may participate in this, and I encourage everyone to participate in this. So let's start with, let me get my questions. I have them. Do we have any volunteers for a new table topic? Maritesh, I see you have your hand raised. Do you want to take a question?
Ricky is requested for table topics.
Yes, Ricky, please. Take a question, yes?
All right.
Awesome, thank you. Ricky.
What's the question, please?
Yes. Ricky, is too much empathy a bad thing?
Is that the question?
Yes. Is too much empathy a bad thing?
I can't really get the question. Is too much empathy about things?
No, a bad thing. Let me put it in chat if you just so you can read it. I sent the question in chat. Is too much empathy a bad thing?
Yes. Yes. I read about this author, Stephen Covey. His book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And you might have heard it too. That habit called seek first to understand, then to be understood. To understand people, it is about empathy. It is about consideration. We consider the intention of other people. And to be understood, it is about our intention. It is about our courage to assert ourselves, to express our opinion, to get what we want. And Covey also said, think win-win, which is another habit. Let's come together to find a solution together. But he missed out. He didn't say Toastmasters is the solution where we can learn about how to communicate and come to a win-win solution. Empathy is a good thing. And of course, if you could empathize with what other people are saying and thinking, you win their hearts. You win them over to your side. I want to be listened to. I want to be understood. And if nobody is understanding me, why should I be understanding you? So first, we satisfy the needs of the other people. Just that, not too much, because you need to balance between consideration and courage, according to Stephen Covey. If too much empathy, I might not get what I want. That is one thing. If too much empathy, I might be wasting time listening to you all the time, but then I didn't get the chance to express myself. And if given 2 minutes time, you spend 1 minute listening, 1 minute expressing yourself, then there is a balance, and that will be a better thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricky. Man, what a complex and well thought out answer. I can tell you've done this for a while, and your answer really impressed me. I love the quote where you said, you have to understand to be understood. So thank you for that answer, Ricky. I see Arvin has his hand raised. Thank you, Arvin.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. What advice do you have for someone at rock bottom?
Thank you very much for a very wonderful question. What advice can I give to someone who is at the rock bottom? Working as production supervisor, interacting with different kind of people, I've been exposed to different problems that my people are facing. Sometimes the best person to give advice is someone who had been through in a lot of things, in different challenges. Because it's like that, like what they say, it's easier said than done when you're giving advice. Because they will tell you, you're saying this, boss, because you're not into this situation. That's why it's very easy for you to say that. Try to be in my position and you will know. At my age, I have been through a lot. But the good thing is that I hit that rock bottom, but I didn't let those experience to knock me out. I mastered the courage to be able to stand again on my feet. And my experience is what I share to the people who I think need my advice, those who had really hit the rock bottom. I give them words of encouragement. I share them what I did, which is, of course, not trusting myself, but trusting God. He's the most powerful one. And He has this great plan to all of us. He wants nothing but the best for all of us. Just need to trust the process. Sometimes God is giving us these challenges in order for us to become stronger, mature, to prepare us to big challenges that will make us great. Thank you very much. That is my answer to your question. It's a very tough one. Back to you,
Well,
James.
thank you very much, Arvin. I agree. Challenges make us stronger, and I thank you for your answer. It really resonated with me. Now, I want to call on Marutesh for my next topic. Marutesh, for you, I have a question. Do you believe in participation trophies? Please go ahead with your answer.
Can you repeat? Participation in?
Yes, the question is, do you believe in participation trophies?
Trophy. Hello? Can you repeat?
Yes, Marutesh, of course. Noor thankfully put the question in chat, but let me repeat it.
Trophies means sports, right?
Do you believe in
Hello?
participation trophies?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I completely believe in participation of trophy. Trophy is we conduct for many purposes. One is it is help us to have a good relationship between one person to another, one nation to another. It will have some context communication by arranging the trophies. Even though in trophies, we might see some people are doing match fixing and they are helping for the opposite team, but most of the people will not do like that because trophies are one of the places where they get to show their talent, to show their skills, to grow in their career. Hence,
Thank you very much, Marutesh. Unfortunately, I didn't really hear a lot of your answer because of a slow internet connection, but I'm sure it was lovely. And answering table topics questions helps us improve our improvisation skills. So thank you for trying, and thank you for your answer. Now, can we have another volunteer, please? You may speak up or raise your hand. Both options work.
I would love to take a topic, GJ.
Oh, our timer. Awesome. So, Swathi,
Yes.
should public speakers practice writing?
Could you repeat the topic, please?
Yes. Should public speakers practice writing?
I don't think so. It's two different topics. Although Toastmaster public speakers are better with speaking skills, listening skills. They need not be an author or they need not practice writing. It's totally two different entities. In case if somebody is interested in both the things like communication as well as writing, it's good to do. But if not, it's two different entities. I wouldn't encourage or force somebody to do that. But as a like social media consumer, if some public speaker is writing, then I'll be more interested in going and buying their books and reading their articles because he's already a famous person on social media as a speaker. So that's going to be a big market for him. But otherwise, if he's not interested in writing, I don't encourage him to start that. Thank you for the topic.
Oh, thank you very much, Swathi, for that question. Yes, they are two different skill sets. Me personally, I think it really helps speakers when they write, but I've seen speakers that I know don't write give amazing speeches. So it really depends on each case. Now, Manoj Kumar, may I give you the next question, please?
Yes, please.
Awesome, thank you. I have a question for you. Can friends be friends if they disagree on politics?
Yes, they can. Because everybody has the right to have their own opinion. We are all different and unique. Neither I can be you, nor you can be me. So without unique identity, unique features, unique attributes, I can have my own choices. Because if we find life is a journey from birth to death, B to D, in between comes C that stands for choices. And our choices makes our unique identity. Politics, I can like somebody, I may hate somebody. That is also my perspective. So I won't like to put it off, pressurize somebody to toe my line. Neither I would like to toe somebody else's line. So it's a kind of give and take. And that is what friendship is meant for. Any kind of relationship for that matter. Whether you call between the spouses, husband and wife, whether between friends, it is accepting each other with whatever failures, whatever good qualities they have. So we might disagree on political front, but there are other spheres where we agree. That's why we are friends. Spending time together, sharing our smiles, sparing our joy. That's what friendship is meant for. And I strongly believe in that, and I've been practicing that. And I have a lot of friends. They do have their own political biases, prejudices, but still, we like each other. We share our thoughts. We do have arguments, but that's a healthy argument. I keep my point, they keep their point. We may not come to a single conclusion. Everything cannot be conclusive. But yes, at the end of the day, over a cup of tea, we are friends. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Manoj. I loved your answer. I never thought about that, but because we each have different opinions and we don't have the exact same opinion, that makes us unique. Otherwise, we'd all be the same person. And if no one got along in the world, I mean, that sounds terrible. So absolutely, they can. May I have another volunteer? You may either speak up or raise your hand. I can also call on people, and you may go again. You don't have to only answer one question. You may go again. Claire, do you want to take another question?
I think Mohini has raised her hand.
Oh, yes, but Swati, I think she raised it for the timer, so
No.
everyone can see the cards. So,
No,
Noor, do you want
that's
to?
Swati, the timer. Mohini has raised the hand. Mohini.
Oh, Mohini, do you want to take a question?
Yeah, I can try if there are no other volunteers. Yeah, I'd love to.
Thank you. Mohini, what's the greatest gift a parent can give to their child?
The greatest gift a parent can give a child is encouragement and motivation. I believe in that because I realize I have not been doing that. And now at this age, my children tell me very frankly that I've always been a no person. Don't do this, don't do this. I think back and I feel very bad about it. But then I also feel that I'm able to tell somebody else the same thing today because I know it's going to uplift their lives. The reason is that I still remember my daughter wanted to go out on a picnic and I said, no, there's water there and there's no safety and this and that many years back. And when my father, her grandfather had visited us, she went to her grandfather and said, look, Grandpa, my mom says she's not allowing me. All these girls are going for the school picnic and my mother's not allowing me. In fact, I did not allow her and she did not go. And to this day, I regret it. And my father called me aside and said, my child, children should be allowed to enjoy. Why are you restricting her? I'm a very scared person up till a couple of years back where I have changed now. I have undergone therapy for anxious behavior and overthinking. I wish somebody had told me this 70, at least 40, 50 years back, but I would have raised my children differently. I would have given them the courage. I would have known a parent should be more encouraging and motivating. And it's not the end of the world if they have a fall or they come across some problems. You cannot protect your children all the time. I have been doing that, trying to doing that because I got married at 18. That's the only thing I knew to do. I knew I had to protect them. And then my husband was again a very angry person. And the moment my children had a fall, he would glare at me so hardly. So I would definitely change that to be motivating and encouraging and tell them to be fearless and tread on any path they find and be a risk taker. And you never know what stands in front of you. A new beginning, a new dawn, something beautiful perhaps. Over to your topics, Master.
Thank you very much, Mohini, for that answer. For that very, very honest answer. I really admire when people see their own mistakes, maybe. I don't want to call it a mistake, but when people reflect on their past and maybe change their ways. So thank you once again.
Thank you.
Noor, do you want to take a question?
Toastmaster Guillermo, we are on time.
Oh, okay. So thank you to everyone who participated, and I hand it back over to Catherine. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Memo. Thank you, Guillermo, for that tough challenge on table topics. Toastmasters and guests, can we just give a round of applause to our table topics master? Thank you, thank you, thank you once again. Once again, can we give a round of applause, we table topics masters, to the participants and guests? Thank you so much for making this memorable. I would now like to invite our table topics evaluator, Ricky So. Toastmaster Ricky, you can take to the podium now.
Good day, good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you for all the very, very tough table topics today. But when the going gets tough, we all get going. So here I am playing this role for the first time, and allow me to contribute and try out my evaluation here. And there are so many speakers, and correct me if I'm wrong in taking my approach, but I'm going to try my approach here. The very first speaker, Lisa. So today is your birthday. What would you tell yourself now that you are 19 years old? Well, you have a dramatic opening. Happy birthday to me, to myself. Then you have connected to all the audience. How many of you have this challenge and that challenge? And then you said something like, I would have done this, I would have done that. So for me, I feel the same. If I were at that age, I might be thinking I would have be a DTM and so on. And you express your thoughts and your wishes at that age. And even at the age of 90, your voice variety is still there. You sound so energetic. What I could suggest is you can include a little call to action at the end of your speech to benefit the audience. The second speaker, Alwin, wow, your own eulogy for yourself in 2 minutes. Is that tough? I think not so much tough for you because you know yourself very, very well. And it's like another approach, a creative approach of an icebreaker speech of introducing yourself. You give an intro on the person, he left a big footprint, and you introduce who Arvin is, what's his impact on other people's life, and what the significance is. You give an inspiring speech. It is informational on yourself, and it is inspiring as well. Nothing much to say about the areas of improvement, but I guess if I were to make it even more interesting, I might even include some kind of humor. Laugh at yourself. Claire, so your daughter wants to marry a boy and everything has been prepared and you're going to tell her not to go ahead. Now, this is a scenario question, and there are many other scenario questions as well that follow. So I think you spoke to everyone instead of your daughter, and that is fine. And you spoke fluently and eloquently. Your pace was slow enough. Your voice was audible, so I could understand. And then you might want to do some role play as well to really speak to your daughter to talk her out of going ahead with that marriage. Oscar. So thanks for trying. in this very tough topic about venturing in another country you have never been to. And thanks for acknowledging it is difficult. So your speech was a little too short, so I think we can go on to another speaker. The next one is GJ. So you try the same topic and you share the strategies, communication, how you will communicate with your partners. It is a bit like a project in our pathways, the communication plan. If given a situation, how you would plan to communicate to to your target group of people. So you share your strategies and you even give your own examples, your dad or your own example in US or Mexico. So I guess including some kind of role play, talking to the partners themselves might be useful. The next speaker, Rama, you are asked to step down from your role. It is unfair. You have served the company for 30 years. I could feel you, Rama. I could hear the feeling, your passion in your speech. You have been serving the company for 30 years. I could feel how you feel, and I saw the emotions in you. And you calmly gave the situation, discuss the situation, and you express your thought. You wanted to fight. You wanted to get out of the situation. So the next section led by Mary, and the first volunteer was Mohini. It's the same topic, how to advise partner not to go to another country, if I'm not mistaken. So you started with some negative emotions, which is fine. And then you were very assertive. You say you know your goal, you want to go ahead and do your things. And you give examples what you wanted to do. And it is like another speech on the communication plan as well. You told us how you strategize to communicate to the target group, and you wish for a solution, win-win solution. So I see the green light is on. Yeah, I need to speed up. All right, so the next speaker, Mary. Okay, so it's a demo meeting in building, is a scenario question. What will you do now that people are getting arrested? You give an unconventional answer. Let's all continue. You turn lemon into lemonade. That is the time to raise the vibe of the meeting and everyone. You give us the reasons. We are all Toastmasters. We are in Toastmasters for a reason. And you mobilize all 16 of us to do something. In a nutshell, you show us the power of Toastmasters. Maybe you also want to include what exactly we want to do when the people come up to arrest us. The next topic is from Mohini to Catherine. So it's the end of rope. Would you hang on or what? So I could feel the feeling in your speech. You felt exhausted. You told us the situation. Your voice sounds sad. Your pace was slow. Yet you were able to describe and eloquently share with us you wish to see the smiles of children just one more day. And you found your own solution. You want to find support and so on. So throughout the speech, it is a little bit down, a little bit negative, which is fine because it's time for you to express yourself. Just that sometimes we might want to consider at the end of our speech what kind of emotions we want to instill in the mind of the audience. And for this topic, it is fine. And for other topics, we might need a balance between positive and negative emotions. Next one is by Oscar. Define trust in one word. You have made it to a few sentences, not just one word. So you have recognized the importance of trust. Yes, you could make the speech a bit longer. So great trial for this time. The next one is Marutesh. Is life complicated? Your position was, I disagree. And you give us some kind of discussion. We should do this and do that. And then now that we have this situation, what we should be doing? Yeah, I guess you could include a call to action at the end for us as well. And the next topic, very interesting. Life is complicated, but in a reverse way. And Rama, you did fabulously. I would like to learn from you because it was so smooth in your switching from yes to no, no to yes. So initially, your position was no. Okay, look at the animals. We are just like animals and so on. Then when Mary asks you to switch, okay, you use the correct transitional words. For example, at times, for example, but it's not always the same. So you switch very smoothly from one position to another. And in between the switches, you paused and you kept yourself calm. Yet at the end, you had a cohesive conclusion and you even laugh at yourself or some kind of something. So I really like to learn from you how you do that. So the next session is by GJ. Okay, Ricky was the first volunteer. One thing I think I did differently was to put someone, Stephen Covey and so on. But I think I could have shared some real examples in life and even have done some role play. And next speaker, Alvin, what advice would you give to someone with some kind of thing? I didn't really get the question, but from what you shared, I guess is a problem solution speech. So from problem to solution, from a situation to what we should be doing. Marutesh took on the question, do you believe in participation trophies? I think this is a good opportunity for any speaker to say yes and no, okay, instead of just yes or no. And I guess your connection was not very optimized, that your voice was breaking at sometimes and your visual was off. But I believe you have mentioned the pros and cons of participation trophies. All right, the next two speakers, Swati and Manoj Kumar, you have demonstrated a framework we use in Toastmasters, that is PREP, P-R-E-P, position, reason, example, and position. Your topics were just idea for this framework. So Swati took on, should public speakers practice writing? So you had the position, no, I don't think so. Then you gave the reason, the example, and at the end, you restated your position. And that is somehow we make use of PREP framework. Now, personal opinion, I think writing is useful for public speakers, but that is my biased opinion. We leave it on to another day. Manoj Kumar, your topic is, can friends be friends if we disagree on politics? Very, very good topic by the table topics master. A lot we can talk about. Your position was yes. And again, you give the reason, examples, and you restated your position. Same prep framework. And I like how you describe using certain words. Life is from birth to death, from B to D. Wow, this is what I'm going to use in my next contest. B to D. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'm coming to the last speaker, Mohini. Greatest gift from parent to child. I personally think Mohini is one of the best speakers in this meeting because your speech is just so complete, so impeccable. So you give the answer, encouragement, and motivational. Then you turn personal to your personal experience. I have not been doing that. That is very authentic, okay, very credible as you told your personal story. Then you give your example, how you have been dealing with your daughter, and you express certain regrets or emotions. I should have done this and I should have done that. And you came to a conclusion, what we could do if we were given this situation. So I have really learned from Mohini. And all of you, ladies and gentlemen, this is really, really tough. These are really tough questions. And it's been a really tough task for me as well to evaluate so many speakers. So I believe, I hope I have done an okay job. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a fantastic opportunity to hear you, Ricky. So I could never have done a job that you have done the way you have done it. And the language you used, the affirmations that you've given us, and the new opportunities for us to grow and stretch ourselves. Thank you so much for valuable evaluations. Thank you so much for giving us light. I mean, you took us through the whole meeting. It felt like I was listening to a recording of the meeting, but from your perspective. So thank you so much. We appreciate that. I would like to now invite our guests to let us know how this meeting was. But before we do that, let's hear from our timer, Swathi. Swathi, would you please present your timer's report?
Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, the topics were tough and interesting, so people took overtime. For the first table topics round one, Lisa was over by 5 seconds. Arvin took 2 minutes 50 seconds. In drama, both first and second round, you took 2 minutes 30 seconds, a little over by time. Other than Rama, everybody were on time in second table topics. Third table topics round, Ricky took 2 minutes 25 seconds. And I took little less than 1 minute. Otherwise, everybody were on time. Table topics evaluated took 6 minutes extra, but it was all worth it. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Catherine.
Thank you so much. Swathi, can we give a round of applause to Swathi for being an efficient timer? Thank you, Swathi, for putting us and keeping us in check. It is exactly 5 minutes to 11. I would like to adjourn the meeting and invite our guests to let us know how they liked the meeting. Noor, Oscar, Manoj, Lisa, Arvin.
Can I be the second?
Please go ahead, Arvin, or any other guests.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly speaking, I never thought that the table topic session can be brought to that level. It's not just one notch up, but I think 4 notches up. It only can be done by experienced Toastmasters. And that is something that made your club very unique. You have full of thought leaders. And I really, really appreciated it. And looking forward to joining you in your next meeting. And it really helped me to prepare for the speech contest this coming Saturday. And hope to enjoy the experience, just like one of the questions. The benefit of the importance of having this participation trophy. The experience is really worth something. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Arvin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arvin. Lisa, Mahini, Claire, please unmute and let us know what your experience was like.
Yes, Catherine, today's session was indeed awe-inspiring, very educative, actually. I felt like I was brainstorming in my own mind. It really woke up my mind, opened my mind to so many situational topics, the scenario ones, when I really had to think, and stunning answers, stunning, brilliant answers from all the table topic, and the questions put to them were equally stunning. Greatly enjoyed the session and looking forward to more. Over to you, Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohini. Lisa, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you all. This was really fabulous. I was surprised to hear that I was 5 seconds over, though. I was wondering what my exact time was. Was Swathi still here? It looks like Swathi left. Oh no,
Okay.
Swati is still here. Swati, can you tell me my exact time?
Hey, Lisa, you were 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
Right. So that's actually not over because on table topics, you actually have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And in fact, for every category of speeches, even, you know, if it's an icebreaker and you've got 4 to 6 minutes, you actually have 6 minutes and 30 seconds. It's not over until you get to 31 seconds. But thank you. When I stopped as soon as I saw the red, and I thought I was okay. So this was very, very enjoyable. I love the way there were so many different styles, and I'm going to be doing a 3-part training series on how to do table topics, how to ask the questions, how to craft a response, and the various styles of table topics. I'm going to be doing it as part of the monthly training sessions for District 57 in order to work on my OATM, which is the Outstanding Achievement Toastmasters Award. And so this was particularly timely for me. I'll be doing my first training on February 22nd, and I'll send the flyer to Dr. Mary as soon as we get it. So at this point, I still don't have it. I'm actually going to be leaving the meeting and talking at that point with the oh my goodness, it's getting late. I can't think of what she's called. The oh my goodness, she's part of Trio, and she's not the CGD, she's the program quality director. There we go. So I'm going to be meeting with her right after this and telling her how fabulous this meeting was and how many wonderful ideas I got. And so this was great. I love the creativity in your group, and I love coming to your group. So thank you so much for having me, and I'm looking forward to coming back again. Thank you. Have a
You're
great.
most welcome. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thank you for that affirmation. And please send the PQD our greetings and our regards.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Okay. Anybody else, Claire? Are you there, Rama? Brunda, let us know, what was your experience listening to us speak?
Yes, you know, it's a punishment for a Toastmaster to not be speaking. So that was my learning. I was working and actually multitasking, just had a long day today. So honestly, I felt the urge to stop my work and put my hand up, but I was working with a deadline, so I couldn't do that. By the time I finished, our topics got over. So next time, my learning is don't miss the meeting. And I'm glad I at least decided to join in a listen only mode so that I could be part of this wonderful meeting. Catherine, you are the ISC queen, even in the table topics, I would say. Wonderful. I also like Mohini's thoughts, a lot of great ideas. And I just want to tell Mohini that, you know, you did your best with whatever you could do. So don't regret, you know, your children would know that you were working from a place that you knew is best at the time. So that was what I wanted to submit. And thank you again. And Dr. Mary, I'm going to steal this idea of a table topic marathon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brunda. Claire, you have the mic. Thank you, Brunda, for those affirmations.
Hello. First of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And it is overwhelming. I just joined at 9:30, and then after 5 minutes, I'm on the table topic. That's why I'm stuttering. Yeah, it's very overwhelming. It is indeed a nerve-wracking experience, but it is fun. And thank you. I hope to join more.
Thank you, Claire. Please give your details to Dr. Mary or Guillermo. We really want to hear more. After listening to how you spoke, there's no way you cannot join our club and become all the best that you can be. Thank you so much. Rama? Noor, can we hear you?
I think I've already done but
Yes,
as now
yes,
it is.
Rama, my apologies.
No,
Apologies.
no problem.
Nur, are you there? Nur,
Yep,
are you there?
I'm here. I'm here, Kath. Can you hear
Please
me?
speak to us. Yes.
Fantastic. So I love today's meeting. In fact, now if I ask you all, what is more important, the questions or the answers? So what would you all say? Yeah. So it's always questions which are very important. I think that today's table topics masters, all three of you, fantastic job. It provoked thought, and that's what is important. If Moini can feel that her brain cells got activated because of today's meeting, we have done a fantastic job, right? And I usually note down these points, like I've written down a couple of things like rock bottom, balance, perception, empathy, compassion, choices, uniqueness, friends, assumption of agreement, confidence, for example, parents, what do they convey to the children? Most important thing. Experience is like a comb which we get after we get biased. Yeah, and confirmation bias. We like when people speak something and we agree with that. We feel good about it, right? That's the confirmation bias. So I love listening to these topics. I love listening to all of your ideas, the questions, the responses which you had. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Nur. That question, what is more important, the questions or the answers, was a table topic on its own. And I appreciate that you've left us thinking on something that we're going to be thinking about. What is more important, the question or the answer? So, like Dr. Mary Thomas said, it seems like Toastmasters has saved many marriages, because what is the more important thing, the question or the answer? And at the end of the day, you want peace, right? So it just makes relations and ways to deal with things and negotiations much more richer. So thank you. I hope that I've given everybody a chance to speak, but I would like to hear from the timer's perspective. Swati, what was your experience as you timed the speeches, as you listened to us?
One word, it was really a good experience. I was the timer for the first time, and it was a good thing to do. I think I got to improve my listening skills in this way. Like I was like eagerly noticing whether, oh my God, are they overtime? Is 1 minute done? I was like listening, doing multitasking. That was nice. In the topics, it was amazing.
Thank you so much, Swati. Thank you so much. To the table topics masters, Dr. Mary Thomas and Guillermo, would you like to give your perspectives about this meeting and your experience?
I would like to say that I did not actually put out the questions that I had prepared because we had such a vibrant group of people in the room, and they had lovely topics that I wanted them to share. But given this opportunity, I'm going to do something. I'm going to share this one with you because this is an amazing topic.
Maybe Brunda can take it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just get it into slide sharing mode. It was, oh, sorry. Well, I really loved everyone's reply, and the part that, okay, there we go. Can you see it? Have I shared it? No.
No, I don't see anything, Mary.
Okay, then if that's the case, please see what you can see. I mean, Runda, yeah, maybe Runda should take it. Share. Okay. Can you see this word here? Do not give the explanation that is there. From that word, can you come up with an answer? Are you there, Rinda?
So I'm just trying to read this. So yeah. it says that wonderful word, the inexplicable. urge to push people away, even close friends or people you like. So there are times in life when you don't want anybody, and so you would want to give them a fantabulous whatever word that comes to your mind, or instead of using that complicated word, just say, I'm busy doing something. Like, I don't know if, in all honesty, should I say this or should I not? And with whatever Mohini said, but here's the truth. I've been working really hard. Like today was a long day, as you all knew, but I finished work and there is Mr. Husband waiting to talk to me. I've said I'm still finishing work and I'm here in Toastmasters. I haven't disclosed that I'm attending this meeting because this meeting surpassed every expectation and it was so lovely. So in life, there could be chance when, there are people you know, people you love, you like to spend time with, but there's sometimes you like to spend time with yourself, and it is all valid. Don't regret spending time with you because it ups your mental emotional quotient. And that's what you need, because when you go back to your loved ones, you want to go with that higher positive energy. If Toastmasters is giving me that energy, so be it.
Look,
So that's my 2 cents, and I would love to do that anytime. Just come from the higher energy and spread the joy is what I have decided, or that's what I try to do all the time. So with that, I'll hand it over back to you.
Yep. Thank you, Runda. The thing is that this is a real word in the German dictionary, and what I wanted was to have this word dissected and then talk about it. So actually, I was supposed to do that, but then time was not enough. I'll do it another time. Back to you, Catherine.
wow, what? And I thought that we were done like with the best, and yet there is more to come. This is an amazing opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mary. This was amazing.
Catherine, can I interrupt and make a quick
Yes,
response to Dr. Mary's question? If you go on Clubhouse, there's a man named Evan Litwin, and he is a comedian, stand-up comedian, and he and his colleagues Michael and Thorin do a Clubhouse room. I think it's Tuesday nights at 11, and it's called Wrong Answers Only. And they give words like this word, and they have people come up with an explanation of what the word means. So, for example, you would see a Mauer, Prower, Trower, a key, and you would think that it's a very colorful bird that lives in Mozambique. If it lived someplace else, like Antarctica, it might be an Our, Trower, Akit instead of a Mauer, Prower, Trower, Akit, because in Antarctica there's a very special variety of this specific bird, but it's not as colorful. It's really more of an azul, which is a blue. So that is what I think was meant by Dr. Mary's question. And I would encourage you all to join the Clubhouse room. It's completely free. You use it as an app, and we have wonderful table topics rooms there, typically on Thursday mornings, and open discussions on Sunday mornings. And I think you would all love to go on to the site and look up the comedy rooms as well as the Toastmasters rooms. So thank you for your question, Dr. Mary.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Dr. Mary, did you read Noor's comment? He said he would have thought it was a hair clipper. That was so funny. So you can imagine how much the mind has got to know. There's so much more for us. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad I came for this meeting. And just like Brenda says, it leaves you on an all high. Then you can serve your community better. You can be a better person, better worker, better relator. I just appreciate this. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Mary. In the interest of time, I see some people have fallen off the chat room. We need to go. I want to say thank you once again to every member. Thank you for coming. And thank you, Dr. Mary Thomas and Guillermo, for organizing our meetings. you give more than what is expected. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye. Have a nice night.